Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. Today we're doing a reading on what is going on in your life. So just looking at all the aspects that are coming up for you, maybe a sneak peek of what's coming, and just general guidance, advice, and just looking to see what is going on and why. So these are the 4 cards you're going to pick from. The piles are already picked out and sorted, but I just wanted to have these really beautiful cards, for pictures for you to pick from. So left to right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Take a pause here, take a deep breath, go with whatever card is calling out to you the most, or whatever number you're kind of feeling, the most, whatever resonates the most for you. So pick your pile and we'll see you at your reading. Welcome, pile 1, to your reading. So this is the card you picked. Really beautiful temple. I wish I knew where this was, but really gorgeous card. And this says, hummingbird song. Nectar of sweetness and joy it brings. The hummingbird's healing as medicine it sings. Lovely. So lots of sweetness and joy and healing kind of wanting to enter your life, I feel right now. So we'll start with the oracle cards. Semi-sextile with allowing. Okay, so all the words here say encourages, sees the potential in, clarifies, gives hope to, compensates, intuits, tempers, responds, cycles, grows, realizes, rewards. Yeah, so this is the energy of whatever you are kind of inquiring about, or whatever is like the main focus in your life right now. There's something that there's potential that it holds, and it's wanting to bring you more. And that's the ultimate gist of your reading. Whatever's going on in your life right now is actually aligning you for more. It's there to bring more. So there's kind of this energy of transience at the moment. Something in your life kind of needs to go, needs to be acknowledged, needs to just do its work. But then there's also the energy of something wanting to come in, more wanting to enter your world. So let's put that here. I'm gonna just do that. Okay. Spirit of fire, reflection, miracles, and you have the rune Ewaz. Yeah, so with fire here, fire is such a transformative energy. This is so much, it's about potential. Fire is it's such a basic need of life. So there's something that is wanting to grow, bring you potential. You could start with a light, but then one light can light 100 more candles, or whatever it is. You have one part of this element could lead to so much more growth. So that's kind of the gist in your reading. There's something that is maybe just starting to begin in your life, or it could be something bigger that is wanting to transform your life so much more. But whatever is going on in your life right now, it's wanting to bring more to you. There's more potential. So if you're asking about a business, it may look like it's not so much right now, but there's opportunity for growth that you can't see right now. There's so much potential here, more than you can really dream of or imagine right now. There's also the aspect of like togetherness in your reading. Fire is also a card, especially with the bonfire here. It talks about bringing people together and community, celebration, soul tribe, that sort of thing, and also help, support in a very basic elemental way, support and illumination, and that's kind of also highlighted with the card here. Teamwork, support, movement. So there's something in your life that holds very deep potential. And with the major themes that are highlighted, it could be some sort of like idea or like passion that you've just started, a little hobby or business, or something that just brings you joy, something that makes you feel like you're part of something bigger, you know? And then this could also relate to a partnership or a relationship that perhaps right now you're not seeing the potential, or like there's not much happening, but there's room for so much more. There's actually room for a lot more than is kind of visible to you right now. And that's what with this miracle card, I feel, you know, there's deep potential and deep, so much exploration, so much more than meets the eye. And we also have this reflection card here. To me, this is talking about transformation, you know, for you, for this, all this miracle, the abundance, the potential, whatever it may be, to enter your world. There's a need for you to also, you know, to allow, and to allow this to happen, you need to take a good look at yourself and your life and see, you know, what aspects of your life needs to be changed, what needs to go, what needs to stay, what needs to be improved upon. It's up to you to kind of look at all that. And that's what, with this card, with this energy that's coming up here, it's, there could be something about your life that maybe you may see as a flaw, or, you know, say you see something as a flaw within yourself or within your life. It's actually calling you to explore that more. And in that journey of wanting to heal or wanting to improve something in your life, you're going to bring about a lot more change and miracles, and so much is wanting to come. So it starts with you taking a look at your own life, or your own self, and whatever you're inquiring about with this reading. If there's something you had in mind before you clicked on this reading, or something that is actually like the forefront of your you know, your life right now, something that you're like, oh, I wish this can be fixed, I wish this can be changed. So that's what this reading is referring to. It could be the first thing that came to mind as you were listening to all this, the first few minutes of the reading. So dive into that part of your life, whatever it is, a hobby, yourself. You know, this could be even something as simple as exploring a new fitness routine for yourself, or wanting to, you know, eat better. The fire can also refer to like the sacral chakra, which is like, talks about your body, you know, and transforming your body. So if that's something you're wanting to do, explore that more, because there's potential. There's potential for partnerships. There's potential for more recognition and growth, lessons to learn. It could translate so differently to everybody reading this, but whatever you are wanting to improve in your life right now, jump into that like wholeheartedly, because there's so much potential there for you. So we're gonna look at your tarot. You have the Sun of Swords, which is the Knight of Swords, Minar, which is the Tower. I'm gonna pronounce this wrong. I think it's Charke Felak, which is the Wheel of Fortune, and Three of Cups. Yeah. So with the Knight of Swords, it's asking you to dive into what you're passionate about. There's something on your mind with this card. There's something very tangibly on your mind that you're wanting to improve, wanting to move, wanting to grow, to expand, to explore. Whatever that is, dive into it. Get on it, because there's a big transformation waiting to happen here. A really big transformation, change that is wanting to happen. And with both these cards right next to each other, it talks about exactly what we just described, a change, a transformation, and it could be one simple thing, but it's gonna lead you so much, a total 180 in your life, total change, total transformation, that is wanting almost like a twist of fate, a twist of destiny. Your whole trajectory of life will be changed as you kind of put yourself deeper into this aspect, and it'll bring about very joyous celebration for you. There's partnerships and community that is highlighted. So if you're inquiring, whatever you're inquiring about, if support is needed, it will come. Tangible support and angelic support, of course, but tangible, practical support will come. If you need a hand to be pulled up and you're kind of at the end of your journey, that's gonna come for you. So what you're asked to do, pile one, is to really just jump into it. For a lot of you, I feel like this is also talking about transforming your body. I feel with this card, with the Fire card, it really jumps out for me, talking about if you're asking about healing or transforming your body, this is a further validation of jumping into it. Energetically could refer to many things. It could refer to partnerships as well. It could refer to a business idea. But with the reflection and this card, it's talking about looking at yourself. So there's something you want to transform within yourself, wanting to improve upon something, learn some new skills, someplace maybe where you feel that you're not good enough or that you could be better. It's nothing to be ashamed about. It's just an opportunity for you to improve. So you're gonna learn a lot more skills. You're gonna change your life around. You're gonna get the support that you need. And you're also going to have, love and celebration as an outcome of that. So pile one, the message for you really ultimately is to jump into whatever you are focusing on right now. Whatever is kind of the biggest aspect in your life that you are wanting to improve, and within yourself, It could be your life, your business, your body, your job, your skills, whatever it is that you are kind of like wanting to improve upon right now. Jump into it, because there's immense potential here and a lot more than you can see right now. So start doing it and allow for miracles and opportunities to enter your life. And make sure to enjoy this process as well, because there's lots of joy that is highlighted in this journey as well. Even though it can feel, transformation can feel heavy, can feel stressful, but ultimately there's so much joy and celebration here for you. So make sure to pay attention to that as well. So that's all for you, Pile 1. I hope you enjoyed that, and we'll see you again next time. Take care. Welcome, Pile 2, to your reading. So you picked this beautiful card. I love the aesthetic here. I love like the flowers and this door. It's so pretty. Ooh, okay. It says, a note on love. Seek different seasons and enter into the unknown. When love is the focus, foundation, and goal, blessed is the body, mind, and soul. Okay. Yeah, so I think, it speaks so perfectly. Love is the answer to your question right now, or love is whatever is going on in your life. Love is the answer. So let's jump into it and see what it's actually talking about. Okay, so you have the 6th house with craft, and all these say work, details, health, well-being, diet, service, daily rituals, contribution, organization, purification, skills, apprenticeship, method. Okay, so the 6th house is about like the practical aspects of life, our needs, our the very practical things that your job, what you're eating, your body, your relationships, but it's looking at like the very basic, direct aspect of it. So for this pile, I feel that you're called to kind of ground, and to kind of get down and dirty. Pay attention to what needs to be attended to in your life. Well, let's get into the reading. But I feel like it's calling you to really ground. Like, most of these times in these tarot readings, we talk so much about like faith and believing and the mystical stuff and spirituality, and we often forget, like, or we don't really pay as much attention to the practical aspects of life. Sometimes the solution isn't what the tarot cards can say. The solution is you just need to do it, and as a tarot reader, I always get people, that ask about, they want readings for certain decisions, or they want the cards to tell them what to do, and it's like, no, the cards, I don't use cards for that. I tell people, like, I'm not going to give you a reading because you need to just get your life together, just with, for example, like with job applications or something, people are like, should I apply here? Is this good for me? And I'm just like, you should just do it. If you want this job, do it. It's so, this energy here is as simple as that. If you want something, go after it. Whatever you are inquiring about in your life right now, it's like Nike here, just do it. Just do it. So let's see what else comes up. Okay, so you have Spirit, Keeper of the West, Believe. openness, and Is, or Isa. I've seen different pronunciations for all the runes, and I actually don't know which one is correct, so please correct me if you know. Okay. So with this, I feel like a lot of you are maybe facing a pause in your life. You may feel stuck because there's like an ending happening here. Something in your life needs to end and you have to see it through. So this is not about passively waiting to let things pass. This is about seeing it through, finishing it, closing all the, like tying up all the loose ends, like closing the doors that need to be closed, consciously and willingly, and attending to some of the practical matters of life. If you're especially wanting to move ahead, wanting to bring change in, it's not just about in your mind believing it or kind of hoping and dreaming and that things will happen. It's also about there's a practical balance to it. And with the six here, balance, like very practically, I feel is necessary. So depending on who you are, if you tend to kind of rely more on like prayer or spirituality, or you're kind of like you're waiting for something to happen, it's time for you to get down and dirty. The opposite can also be true here. If you've just been kind of doing, but not really, you've kind of lost the magic of life. You've lost belief in like the, greater things in life. It's time to also make room for that. So depending on where you are, it's the balance that is important here. If you need to ground, or if you're too stressed, working too much on your life, but not enough of prayer, not enough of belief and faith, and this openness, this ability to just allow for more to happen, both those aspects need to happen. Yeah, so it feels like, with the overall energy in your life, you're waiting to move forward. You're waiting for something to just end. And it's kind of like, with the West, it's like there's something that started, the sun went all the way up in the East, and then now it's like setting in the West, but it's like you've been waiting for the sunset, and then the sunset's taking a while now, and you're just like, will this be over already? Like, it's kind of in that period where you're just, things are ending, and you maybe have known about it for a while now, but you're just like, is it ever going to be over? Like, am I ever going to move forward? So it's that kind of energy where maybe you feel stuck or frustrated, and the message for you really is to not be passive about it. Waiting doesn't necessarily imply, that you're stuck or like paused. There's still so much you can do in the moment. There's so much in your life that you can focus on. So don't lose sight of what is the practical aspects of your life right now. Let's pull some tarot so we can jump in a little bit more deeply. So you have Nafs, I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, but it's the Devil card. Queen of Swords, Malika of Swords, Wali, which is the Chariot, and 7 of coins, 7 of pentacles. Yeah, so which talks about waiting, you know. You've done all the work and you did everything, and you're just waiting for, you know, the seed to grow to become a tree. And it doesn't mean that your life has to go on hold because you're waiting for something to happen. Movement is also a part of that. So for you guys especially, I feel like the energy relates so much to the mind. Stop telling yourself that you are waiting. Stop telling yourself that things will change eventually, or like in the future things will happen. Whatever it is that you are after, make it happen now. And that's where this belief also comes in. You know, belief isn't passive as well. It's not about just like imagining and hoping that things will change. It's when you take the action. It's like knowing that even though you don't see something, that because you are taking the action to get there, that things can change, things will change. So I feel like the important message for you, pal, too, is to know that you have the power in your hands to make change happen, to shift your life, to transform your life in whatever aspect you are inquiring about. Things can happen for you right now, you know, and it's like, if certain things are on hold, that's okay. You know, if you don't have control over it, that's fine. But there is a lot of aspects in your life that you can still find joy in, find enjoyment in, find growth, movement, action, life, and potential. And I feel like in this energy of being passive while waiting for something, you are losing sight of what is in front of you right now. And that's ultimately what this card is asking you to do. Pay attention to what is in front of you. Pay attention to the present. Yes, things are changing. Things are moving slowly maybe. And it's moving so slow that it feels like it's not happening at all. But it doesn't mean that nothing's happening, okay? Things are happening. You're just not seeing it in the same way. But that doesn't take away from the potential that is in front of you right now. And that's what this devil energy is referring to. Because you are not seeing anything, you are believing that there is nothing. But there's actually so much in front of you right now. Even though things are maybe leaving your life, certain things are on pause. Not every aspect of your life is going the way you want to, but that pause is also asking you to see the potential that is in front of you. So that's where there's this necessity to ground. And if you're too much of a dreamer, if you're too much of like, your head is in the stars, waiting, believing, dreaming, but really not seeing the change, then you have to kind of ground, and you have to just say, okay, something needs to change, and I'm going to make that happen right now. So it's about being present, taking action. And eventually I feel like that kind of stepping over this like sense of stuckness, and that's where the Queen of Swords is here. You know, it's like the Queen of Swords energy is about just saying, just stop, we're moving forward type of thing. It's like no, you know, just no dilly-dally, no waiting. You know, sometimes like, I do this thing, I'm guilty of this, where I wake up in the morning, but I just lay in bed because like it takes so much energy to get out of my bed and start my day sometimes. And the Queen of Swords energy is saying, okay, we're not going to delay this anymore. We're just going to do it. We're just going to get up and do it and not really think about it. So it's about you overpowering your mind, overpowering the devil energy to move forward. And that's when you'll see the change, the transformation, the growth, the seeds you've planted that are now growing, the true endings that are bringing about new changes in your life. So that's your message, pile 2, is to just kind of to shut up and do it type of thing. You know, that make that your mantra for the near future whenever you need it. You know, it's just stop thinking, stop overthinking, stop waiting, and just do it. Do what you need to do. Don't get emotional about it. You know, just do it. So that's all for you, pile 2. I hope that message resonated with you. We'll see you again next time. Take care. Welcome, pile 3, to your reading. So you picked this card, which says walkabout. You discover your path in sacred walkabout. The trees are your people, the earth is your tribe. In indigenous lessons, you find the will to survive. Okay, so lots of soul tribe energy, exploration, wanting to kind of learn more, meet more people, the will to survive. So this is talking about growth, expansion, and at the same time, creating meaningful change and also finding your tribe. Okay. All right, let's get into it. So you have Sagittarius with the Voyager. Okay. Yeah, the travel, expansion, energy. Okay. So this here in the bottom, the buzzwords are enthusiastic, philosophical, independent, generous, ethical, seeking, happy-go-lucky, adventurous, honest, bareback, unbridled, experiential, lucky, boundless, traveling, risk-taking, tactless, self-righteous. Okay. Interesting set of words there. But yeah, this is definitely talking about travel and growth and expansion. Yeah, let's start with your oracle cards. Okay, gathering your tribe. Heartlight. Gateway. Rhino, okay. Yeah. So this pile, you could be nomads, you know, you could be nomads. You're moving about, still trying to find your tribe. Perhaps, you know, for a long time you've searched, you've looked in a lot of places, you've been seeking, and you are in the process of finding your tribe. And I think this also talked about, yeah, the earth is your tribe. Yeah, I feel like for you, pile 3 right now, if you're, you know, asking about your life purpose, your community, this is your reading. And I also feel that a lot of you are, movement, travel is very strong with the gateway here, and the Rhino, which is about, you know, forward movement, travel. There's definitely, you guys, you know, if you resonate with the term nomad, then that's for you. But also I feel that there is movement coming for you. There is travel that is indicated. Perhaps you need to travel. You need to explore. There's multiple, gateway. There are 2 planes in your reading. So there's this energy of wanting to explore and travel. And even if it's not talking about like traveling to different countries, say, it's also talking about exploration, going out of your comfort zone, and sometimes even as simple as going to a different part of your hometown that you haven't been to, different drive somewhere you haven't been to, travel somewhere you haven't been to. So you guys are seekers. There's something you are seeking very deeply, and maybe that's not clear to you yet. There's the energy of wanting to find a tribe, not just for belonging, but also to bring about a shift that is greater than yourself or greater than the collective. Like wanting to do something very big, very impactful, like giving back or healing or something where you really want to do something meaningful for the world around you. And that is kind of in your heart. You've kind of always had that, where you just wanted to do something bigger, greater, not necessarily for fame either, wanting to make a big impact, to make the world around you better, to bring more love in the world, bring more healing and peace in the world. So that is happening for you. That's where you are kind of moving towards, or wherever you are in life right now, that's where it's taking you. You will find the support you need. You will accomplish the task that you desire, even if you don't really know what it is yet. It will become clear. And there's also encouragement for you to really explore, to push beyond what you have known, to really aim high, and to even maybe seek something that, something unconventional, or at least out of your comfort zone for yourself, to step out of your comfort zone. So it's calling for you to do that as well. Let's pull tarot, because I feel like there's more here that I haven't quite nailed down yet. Okay, so you have Moth, which is death, and Sabr, I think is pronounced, Temperance, 8 of Coins, 8 of Cups. Okay, with the 2 8s, that's also talking about travel and movement and energy, changes happening. With this, and these 2 cards, and movement is definitely indicated. And I'm also seeing here, someone moving away, 2 people, or, both these cards are moving away. So there's definitely this, this is the Death card, but it's also talking about major transformation, starting a new life almost, Here I'm kind of seeing the fade, going from one to the next, and the fact that she's also facing that way. She's going from earth to water, or it's kind of, the movement is sort of indicated in that direction. So there's a very big transformation happening, which it won't look quite drastic. It won't look like the Tower card, where your life will just go from A to B. This is a slow transition, something that has been happening for a long time, or something where you've been led towards for a long time, and now you're moving forward in a different direction. With the Eight of Coins, there's definitely this energy of learning more. Perhaps, even if you think you know something, see how you can become better at it, going to the next level, stepping into the next chapter. And, with the Eight of Cups, it's walking away. Again, this theme of like movement and moving away from something, moving forward, wanting to bring about a shift, and the energy here, the movement doesn't only refer to yourself, with you either moving to a new place or you physically walking, moving, exploring. There's a shift in your mentality, a shift in your world, in your life as well, where what you have known so far, those are the skills that you have, but there's more wanting to be explored, wanting to be like learned, and it's like it that is seeking you just as much as you are seeking whatever that is. There's also this energy of letting light lead the way. Walking towards the light here, there's light there. Heart light. Walking towards the sun. There's this energy of like, follow the call. Step out of your comfort zone. Go explore. Go do new things. Especially if it sort of scares you a little bit. I'm not saying be reckless or here. Risk taking is here. So there is a message to take a risk, to jump out of your comfort zone. And I'm not saying be reckless at all. Don't do something utterly foolish, but do something that, just scares you a little bit. And, you want to take a chance, take a step. So allow yourself to move out of your comfort zone, because there's a lot waiting for you. Your soul tribe, your community is waiting, but also I feel like your own, the part of you, like your own self wanting to get better, you're not doing this for anybody else. You're doing this for yourself, because there's more for you to learn and get better at. And maybe you can't imagine that right now. But you are, there's a quality about you, whether it's leadership you resonate with, or simply someone who is impactful, someone like an influencer, someone who can like really bring about change, inspire people, or inspire the world around you. So you are transforming to become that person, and that future self, that like upgraded version of you is also calling you forth. So follow the light, follow your intuition, where you feel called, where you really feel like, I think I want to learn this. I want to explore. I just want to see this for myself. So go after that. And in that process, you will find the support you need. In the sun, the trees are your people, the earth is your tribe. There's also the energy of like learning indigenous traditions. So if you're feeling called to explore indigenous faiths or indigenous practices, follow that. And it could be that you are, kind of being reborn in a way where your faith is shifting. There's something, a new life waiting to happen for you, new lessons to learn. That could be part of the skills that you have to expand on. So go where you're called. Follow the call, because there's indigenous, the theme here, of wanting to explore indigenous practices, which will be very transformative for you, and will also bring the people that in your life that is needed for you, whether they're like short-term partnerships, whether it's support for a specific moment, or long-term friends, whatever it is, it's coming for you. So that's all I have for you, pile 3. This is very beautiful. This is very positive, very exciting, to be honest. There's this energy of wanting to just go beyond what you have known, and there's so much support available for you as you do this. And really follow your heart and move where you are called. Like, step out of your comfort zone and explore, because there's so much waiting to be discovered by you right now. I hope you enjoyed that, pile 3. We'll see you again next time. Take care. Welcome, pile 4, to your reading. So this is a really pretty door you picked. There's water here. I love the colors here. I just love the aesthetic. Like, I just, I don't know, like faded, but so colorful. I love it. Okay. So this says, distant dream. The distance calls your heart. Okay, let me try that again. The distance calls your heart to roam free. As you dare dream it, so must it be. Okay. So this is talking about, something you've been from your heart dreaming of, your deepest desire, something that you want that seems so far away, but the fact that you are actually dreaming about it or wanting it is actually what is attracting you to that dream. So if you as dreamers, if you're kind of longing for something that you feel is like so far away out of your reach, it's keep following that. Don't give up. Don't give up, because it is in fact that distance that is actually calling you closer. Because if it was something that didn't matter to you, you would just, it's like, oh, that's not for me, it's ungettable, I'm gonna walk away. But it's the fact that you really want it, that you sense this distance. So don't give up. Don't give up on whatever it is that you are like desiring from your heart right now. So you have the 8th house with intimacy, and the keywords here say investments, intensity, contracts, sex, erotic capital, secrets, mysteries, obsessions, inheritance, kundalini energy, stalking the underworld. Yeah, so this really could, for you guys, perhaps you are wanting to experience certain pleasures or certain experiences that you feel is not possible for you, but it is. The fact that you desire it so much is also wanting to come to you. There's a really sweet Rumi quote. I can't remember from the top of my head, and also it's in Persian. Like, I'm probably, the English translation's probably not as good, but it's something like, what is seeking you is also what you are seeking for is also seeking you. Or like, if you desire something, it's not out of nothing. The path for to make that desire reality also exists. So the fact that you are dreaming of something or thinking of something very deeply, very intimately, it means that that is also looking for you. So let's get in your reading, because I'm sensing a few different energies and I really want to be careful about what I say here. So you have ancient forest, fearless, taking risks, and Burkina. So you got forest, and Burkina also means birch tree, which is about like fertility, new beginnings, also about support and like self-efficiency. So with this, I really feel like a lot of what the cards are saying is that you actually have whatever is needed within you to actually accomplish what you desire. You are capable of achieving your desires. It may ask you to kind of, you know, this is important here, to say no to fear and to take some risks when it's needed, because you have the potential to accomplish it. So with this ancient forest, I'm also feeling that this card is usually tied to ancestral energy as well, you know, with the trees and the roots. So perhaps this is a desire that is something that, you know, in your family is also wanting to be accomplished. Perhaps, you know, this is something that one of your ancestors had dreamed of wanting to accomplish, and, you know, whether they did or did not, it's that desire is also now yours. So this is something that is a wish waiting to be fulfilled. It's calling, like, that's the reason you feel it so deeply, because it's such an ingrained part of you. If you are referring to or inquiring about pregnancies, fertility, that is also a possibility for you. It's there, it's wanting to happen for you. So it's up to you to kind of, you know, take chances there, put aside your fear, and your hopelessness, or, you know, whatever it is, and to just go after what it is that you want. So positive energy for those inquiring about pregnancies or fertility. You know, if you've maybe kind of felt like that's not going to happen for you, have faith and be fearless, because it will. It's wanting to happen for you. For others, I feel like for a lot of people, this is also referring to intimacy, and perhaps specifically a relationship, of you wanting to experience a certain intimacy, level of intimacy in your relationship, or a deep relationship. It's possible for you. So with this, you know, card, the negative side of this can be, you know, this like obsession, stalking it talks about, where if something is far away, you just tend to observe and romanticize it from afar without really going after it. So in this case, this is saying, you know, take a chance, take a step forward, go after it. Because this could be unhealthy too if you're just always from afar desiring it, dreaming about it, but not taking a chance, not taking a risk. That, because of fear, you know, that won't really help you either. So if there's something that you desire, take steps towards making that happen. And sometimes the steps are as simple as allowing, taking care of yourself, and kind of being open to accept what is coming, or allow for that to happen, you know. So I'm not encouraging you, or the cards are not encouraging you here to keep longing for something, you know, this distance. It's not about just longing and waiting and being from afar. It's being practical as well. From, you know, taking this step in your life, can you make room for this situation? Like, do you need to clear some space, whether it's your physical space or your body or your mind or your thoughts? You know, is there something too much taking space in your mind that doesn't allow for this new thing to happen? So that can be what it is as well. So let's pull some cards. Okay, Ace of Swords, Three of Coins, Kuat, which is strength, and Six of Staffs. So whatever it is that you are desiring, know that ultimately you will be victorious. You will get it. You will achieve it. There is a journey towards this achievement, though, that is asking you to be fearless, to have strength. It's the repeated, there's a young girl, she's holding a little duckling here, and she's like holding a bird, maybe? There's a bird behind her, and then there's a big animal. So it's kind of that little motif that's repeated. So, you know, birds symbolize the swords, the feather, the mind energy. So in your case, I think this is talking about your thoughts. Don't let your thoughts, your desires overwhelm you. You are in control of it. You know, the bird, this is behind her, this is in her hand. So don't let your thoughts grow too big, to the point where you're romanticizing something that you've lost sight of it altogether, you know? So if there's a little desire, hold it close to your heart. But don't lose sight of the practical aspect of life, your journey, yourself. And that's what this Ace of Swords is asking for as well. To stop with the overthinking, stop with, the clouds the clouds blocking the view, you know? Clear those clouds away, whether they're clouds of fear, clouds of kind of fantasy, those need to go. It's very important for you to be practical and have control of your thoughts in your mind right now, and that's where your strength will come from. That's where you will be fearless. That is what is going to lead you to this love, to this desire, to this dream that you hold, and you will be victorious. There's also an aspect of asking for help when you need it. You don't have to go it all alone. You don't have to do this by yourself. ask for help when you need it, because support is available for you. And don't forget to attend to the practical daily needs of your life. Don't lose sight of this so much that you're so lost in this fantasy, in this dream, that you lose track of reality. Don't allow yourself to get carried away. So that's what I'm seeing for you, Pile 4. This is very beautiful. I feel that you guys are dreaming of something that you feel is so far from your reach, but the cards are saying it's possible to achieve it, as long as you don't lose sight of yourself, as long as you attend to yourself and you take action when it's needed, you take risks when it calls for it, you know, and to be practical as well. Not let your fears or your fantasies take over whatever's in front of you. So that's what I have for you, Pile 4. I hope you enjoyed that reading, and we'll see you again next time. Take care.